Hi, today we're gonna create this model from scratch and let's see what we got here. We have a low poly school bus and it's an isometric model. From where I know it's isometric is the sides of the bus, the length of them are the same, and it shows us that it's isometric. And if it was the perspective, this side should be bigger than this side because it's the far from us and it's the near to us, and that's it. So let's start from creating the box. This is the box and we create the rest of the model from the box. Okay, now let's put this image to the here. So now I open this folder and see the image here. Let's drag and drop here. Environment, let's make it viewport background, and now it might be stretched. To prevent this, we need the exact size. This is 564 and 423. Now let's type it to our render. This is 564. And 323. Okay, now let's press Shift and F, and right now we know that it's the right size. So, but this is the perspective view. If we create this model in this viewport, it will be wrong because, as you see, as we go far, the edges get smaller. To fix this, we need to zoom in a lot of. Now if I place this grid like this, you see that it's very little bit getting smaller. Now I think it's good. So let's create our box. We start creating here, and it will be our ground. So let's create it like this. Let's align this line with this lowest part of the model and start creating. Okay, and if you want to see behind the object, let's press Alt and X, and let's press F4 to see the edges. Okay, let's make it bigger. Okay, let's align this like this. Okay, let's convert it to editable poly in order to be able to work with the vertices. Let's select these vertices and move it a little bit to right to make it right size like this. And now let's select that upper polygon and make it down like this. Now we created this area. Now let's add edges here. Let's select all the edges and now connect it. Now we adjust where we want it. Okay, let's do it here. Now let's make it higher and select this and move it to the front like this. And now we need to make it a little bit higher in order this edge to be aligned with the bus. Okay, now we need to adjust rear part. For this we add the ring rounded, and now we add edges. Let's add 2 edges, 2, in order to be able to make this headlights. And let's select this edge and make it lower and bring it to front. Okay, now let's make this bigger as the headlights, because let's watch it closer. We have headlights and little bit spaces here. Okay, so we add two edges here, ring, connect, we make it here, like we spread these edges to the corners, and now let's add again ring to select all the edges like this, and add connect, and now let's make the edges a little bit closer. Okay, now we have something like this, and now we can select these polygons and extrude them inside. Okay, now we have a headlights. Okay, now let's create this upper part, and let's watch it a little bit closer. So we have this part created. Oh, maybe, but it's actually a separate part, so we don't need to do it like this. Let's go to the different viewport and fix this. We make it like this, and let's make it a little bit higher, this edge. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, but if you adjusted this model, you don't need to move camera. Okay, in order to make it fixed, let's create the camera from the viewport background. No, create standard camera from view. Okay, we added our camera. Now we don't afraid to lose the perspective. Okay, now let's select the polygons and make them extrude. Okay, let's change this to the perspective view, and let's watch the image again, and now we see we have these sticks here, and we also have this rising part. So let's extrude this a little bit, but outside. Let's adjust it ourselves a little bit like this, and then like this height. Now we adjust it, and then we need these sticks. So let's count how many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 7, and this is the tree. Okay, now let's add ring, like in order to select like this. See? And now let's connect. We will not be adding here, so let's make it 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one will be the 7. Okay, and let's move it a little bit to the back, because we'll add another here. So let's select it, ring, and add 1, and make it like this. Okay, and now we select all of these by double clicking, and now make them chamfer, and let's make it very, very small like this. Okay, and now we add the middle part, like ring, connect, let's make it centered, and now add chamfer. Okay, now we have these sticks available here. We can select this, but as I see this, the width of this is very small. That's why let's select them from here, like this, and scale it a little bit to the middle like this. Okay, now we can select all these sticks and now let's select it. Now extrude, and let's look from here how much we need to extrude, like this. Okay, let's make it Alt X to see it clearly. It's okay. Now let's add this front engine part, this part, and it's basically the box. Let's take it, box. Let's press Alt W to change the viewport, to make it big and small, and now let's add it from here. Let's create and make it bigger. Now let's press Alt X to here to make it visible, and now make it higher. Okay, let's convert this model to the editable poly and delete these parts because we don't need any invisible polygons. Now let's bring it closer to here and let's make it a little bit down. Okay, we have a little bit space here. Let's make it a little less, and I think our model is a little bit wider. Oh shit, I just changed the perspective. Let's press Ctrl Z and let's make it wider. Let's select and make scale is like this. Okay, good, but this model sticks here, not here. Let's bring it up. Wait. Okay, it sticks right here. Okay, now we well, it's a little bit wider again. Let's select all of them and make it wide. Okay, and now we add these three black things. For this we select these edges and add 3 edges, and now ring it. Now add 2 edges and make it wider. See how wider? Oh, it's okay. Okay, a little bit. Okay, now we select all of these edges and loop it, and now add chamfer. And we'll make it like this and extrude them inside. I extrude. Okay. Now we can attach this model to to the original. We have something going on here. We can delete these polygons and add them again by double clicking to the edge and like this. Let's watch it from the here. Now what we need to do is delete this and bring it up and collapse these vertices. Now let's change it to perspective again and press Z to make it centered. Let's select these two vertices and collapse it, and other side to collapse. Now our model is okay. Let's press F4. Let's attach them together. Okay, now let's add this back part too. We just need a simple box like this, and make it a little bit smaller, like a little bit higher. Let's attach it too. Now we need the roof part, and it's basically the box too. Let's create this box. Okay, make it higher. Let's watch closely. I think it's 2 steps. First the same, and then the bigger one. So let's do like this. Make it higher, and we need a box exact size like this. So let's select this edge and make it ring, and then press Ctrl and select polygon. So we selected all the polygons here, and press Shift and drag it upwards. Okay, choose the object because we want it to be a separate object, and so we don't need these edges, we just need all 4 edges, and that's it. Select all 4 edges, or not like this. Let's select like this. Let's select these edges and press it front and select all these edges. And let's go back to perspective, press Z, and let's press Ctrl and backspace. So we deleted all these unneeded edges, and let's make it a little bit smaller and select these borders, all the borders, bottom and top, and press cap. So we want it to be closed. Okay, now we bring our roof and let's align it to this model. Let's align and make it all center. Select all these X, Y, and Z position and press OK. Now make it a little bit higher. We want the upper part, lower part to be visible too. Now let's scale it down. Let's look. Okay, now we need to add 1 edge here and make it up. Okay, let's convert it to an editable poly, and now select these upper 2 edges and press connect. Okay, now bring it up, but now as I deselect these edges, it's not clearly visible. For make it visible, we select all the polygons, Ctrl A, and press the clear all button here to make it not smooth. Now we see it clearly. Okay, now let's add these 2 black boxes here. Okay, let's select box, create them, and let's align this to the box. Press align and select this, and see it's aligned automatically. Let's make it higher. Okay, and let's put it here and another here. Okay, now we need to add the wheels. Okay, and also we need to fill the inside of the box. Okay, let's select the box and create the box inside the bus. Okay, let's convert it to editable poly and select the vertices to make it the size we need, and bring it up. Okay, let's adjust the size and make it like this, and adjust the size. Okay, now we need to add wheels. Let's create one, but first I think it's better to add the place for the wheels. But no, let's create the wheels first, because we need to adjust this size to the wheel. Okay, let's create the tube, like a tube, and we create it from the front like this. Okay, and this is the wheel. Let's make it a little bit low, like 10 is okay. Okay, let's put it to the right place. Let's adjust it from this angle. Okay, and let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and let's duplicate it, but first we need to make it inside the little bit smaller. Also, we need to add something inside, so let's create a cylinder from the front. Okay, and let's make it very low poly, like a 6. Okay, now let's change it to perspective and put it back here. Okay, let's make it even smaller, like this. Let's make the wheel smaller too, like like this. And let's convert it to editable poly and attach the inside cylinder to it. Okay, now let's copy model to the back. Okay, and now we need to create place for the wheels. Let's select the front part, and now now let's select the vertices and make it white. Okay, let's make the vertices like this to make the place for our wheel. Okay, let's make it like this. And let's delete this part. Delete and delete this part. We can delete this part too. Now let's add these edges. Make it higher a little bit. Now let's change the perspective view. Okay, we have our wheel and the place. It looks like this. We need to fix. For this, let's isolate our model and let's make it bigger and select these edges, all the edges, and select opposite side too. And now press breach, and see, the gap is closed. And let's select these two, and this part too. I see this polygon is not deleted. Now let's delete it again and press breach, and as you see, the gap is closed. And this is the this polygon is the polygon of the engine box, so we don't do anything to it. Let it stay there. Okay, let's end isolate, and here's our model. Let's duplicate the wheels to the left side and make it mirror. Okay, and now we need to add the door and this step here. Okay, let's add first this and this. So we need to add ring here, and now connect it, and let's add two edges and make them close. Okay, now let's select these polygons and extrude inside, but a little bit smaller. And we extrude this outside like this. Okay, so this is our door. Now let's add the colors. Okay, so basically the bus is yellow. We add this, and to the roof, and to here, and we add the blue as a glass. Let's add here, and also select these polygons and add this material. Okay, now let's add, okay, but oh, we forget to add the step here. Let's create the box here and adjust it like this. Okay, and make it yellow too. Now we make the wheels black, and make the inside is gray. So let's select the element and add this gray material to it. Okay, and also we add black to this, and let's select inside of this model engine, make them black too. Oh, I think I deleted this, or no. Let's select all of inside polygons and make them closer to front and make them black. Okay, also I think we have a black stripes here. Let's add them too. So let's select the box and add here. Okay, a little bit longer and a little bit wider. 1, 2, 3. Okay, make all of them black. And it goes right from this part, so we need to delete this middle part. Let's do like this, and let's make all of them a little bit wider again. Okay, now let's delete like this. Convert it to editable poly and create connect and add 2 edges. And let's do it from the front view. Okay, let's change the place of the vertices and adjust it like this, and this one like this. Okay, and delete this part and go back to the perspective. As you see, this part is empty, so we select the borders and add cap. Okay, now let's duplicate these black boxes to other side. Okay, now if you want, you can attach everything together, like attach. If the dialog box appears like this, you just press OK. When you attach two different objects with different material, this kind of dialog box appears. There's nothing to be scared of, just press OK. Okay. Now we have left some objects. Okay. Now we have great low poly school bus. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and now you can create your own bus. Thanks.